G'day everybody, welcome to today's episode of the Thursday Throwdown. I'm a bit late today because I've got a bit of a bung knee, so I do apologise for that. I was at the doctor's and my knee is a little bit busted, but I'll live, that is the main thing. Everybody is hopefully tuning in today that's normally here. I have the, I didn't shut off my picks first, silly I am. Shut them off first before we go in and talk about our picks. I don't want to influence anybody's pick. But as you can see, we have the picks on the board. The pick'em is open. I'll give you guys plenty of time. Starting now, you can get your picks in and we'll go through each game that we have in front of us for this stretch from today basically until Tuesday. This action-packed weekend is full of fun. So I hope you are all ready for some good action. Hey,
welcome to Ranger HQ.
Hope you're having a good day. So while everybody is doing their best to get their picks in, Ness has chucked hers up first. Let me have a quick read through your picks here. You've gone with Dortmund, yep, self-explanatory there. We've got C, which is Birmingham City. Bit of F, Wimbledon. Bit of H on Roggle. I for the Vikes over the Titans. I'm not your best friend anymore after that. K, we've gone with the Patriots. Then we've got a bit of the Tampa Bay Lightning. Then it is into Miami. That's a strange one. Wonder why you've gone there. Then after that one we have, where's into Miami is P. We have Q. Q is Spartak Moscow, taking the home side there. QS is the Saints at home in Mercedes-Benz Stadium. There you go, you love Becks, that's why I've taken him to Miami. V is the Wasps over Harlequins. That'll be a very close game, that one, that's why I put it in there. And you've taken Baltimore Ravens last in the MVP race showdown there. That's a pretty interesting group of picks you've got there. I won't talk too much about them before other people get their picks in, so we'll just keep waiting for everybody else to get their picks in. And then another pick's come in from Thor there. He's gone with Dortmund, Birmingham, Fleetwood, HV, Minnesota, Patriots, Lightning, Union, Moscow Spartak, Orleans Saints. You've gone with Harlequins and you've taken the Chiefs at the end there. Big home field board there for you. I think you've only taken 2 away from home. I like it. I like it a lot. That's a nice set of picks. I think I'll put my first pick up on the board while we're waiting for some people to get in. There it is. As we could expect, my first pick here will be Borussia Dortmund. I think Augsburg, which is spelled incorrectly, I've just noticed, is not going to be as sharp or as deadly in front of goals as Dortmund will be. Augsburg might have got the win last week, but I think they're going to struggle, the homers. Yeah, I can see it. So Dortmund on the road are always good, and they're just a much more talented and the side that have a lot more depth to them than Augsburg does. I mean, you really only have to mention Jadon Sancho and you're already better than anything that Augsburg can offer. But I mean, you got the anchor line from Dortmund with Mats Hummels and friends back there, so it's going to be very hard for a very talentless Augsburg to get through. And I believe, we've got more picks coming through here. I'll go through those in a second. I've gone with Dortmund there mostly because they're just the overall better side. So the new picks have come in here from Jeremy. He's gone with Dortmund and he has gone with D, which is Rotherham. It's an interesting pick. So we have, after Dortmund, we've got F, which is Wimbledon. B, another home road, Dortmund E. Dortmund E, I don't get it. Dortmund E, Z. There you go. You're probably not wrong. So you're saying that it's easy, Dortmund. I think it'll be too easy, but I think they'll still win without too much trouble. Won't be easy, but they'll get home without too much work being put in. Now the next pick I've got on the board for everybody there, I'm going with the home side here. On the road, Sancho is hot, and I'll take your opinion on that one there, Ness. We have Birmingham City FC at home. I think they may have lost a couple of players in the off-season. They didn't really do much to improve themselves. They were struggling last season. They'll probably struggle again this season. They're really strong defensively. The only problem they have is that they really lack the power up front to score goals, which is why they generally play a lot of defence and try and win on the rebound. Not the rebound, on the counter. Try to win on the counter. And that's the big edge that they have here, is that Rotherham is rather slow to react to things, and I feel that the young speed that Birmingham has in the midfield and up front will be enough to get them enough chances to get the edge. If anything, this game ends in a draw, but I'm going to take the home side here. That's just my honest opinion. Now we look at the third game. I'm taking another home side here. I've gone with Fleetwood Town. I think they've got a bit more talent on their rotation and as well in their starting lineup than Wimbledon does. Wimbledon is probably going to be a midfield table, while Fleetwood's probably going to be fighting to get into the promotion battle this year. After having two quick successive promotions, Fleetwood's kind of stalled here in League One, but I think they're going to be rather competitive this year. They're at least a low-tier championship quality side, so they have the ability to go one step higher here. I think they're going to be challenging for the end of the season promotion, and where I think Wimbledon's probably going to be mid-table or fighting relegation. They don't really have a lot to offer. And Fleetwood are really solid in keeper right now, so I think Wimbledon will struggle to score and Fleetwood will be able to pick up the win there at home. The next pick I've got on dock for everybody coming up next is HV71. So I've taken the home side here. The home side for me is rather good. I quite like I do quite enjoy my Swedish hockey. And I think that Rogel is one of the sides that are going to be competing throughout the entire season. I don't feel that Rogel is going to be consistent enough to beat a side like HV71, who had a bit of a down season last year, but it's expected when they've had so many good ones. They managed to make a few changes. They're looking stronger. They've got better depth. Their rotation's better. Their defensive line is stronger. I think it's just going to be too hard for Rogel to score here. It really is. So we're going to move on to the next pick after that, which is the Tennessee Titans, and this isn't really a homer pick. This is more of the Vikings being absolute garbage last week. They're against a team with better defense this week, which is the Titans. The Titans have more offensive power than what the Vikings do. The loss of Stephon Diggs is proving to be too much for the Vikings right now. So the Vikings aren't going to be... I don't see them being in this contest at all. They'll probably be out of it early, and then they'll just be pounded to oblivion by Derrick Henry coming out of the backfield, because the Vikings really just don't have much pizzazz at the moment. They're a rather flat team, and I think they're in a really tough division, and this is a game that I think they're going to fall behind early and they'll never catch up. Tennessee Titans for me there was a pretty easy pick. Ooh, Aurelius Atlas has come in with his picks. Pick BDF, 3 away sides straight up and straight into the eye. The Vikings, I'm definitely not your friend anymore. You've taken the Patriots at home, then you've got Tampa Bay Lightning at home, then you've pretty much cut and pasted Thors there and changed a few picks, haven't you, Atlas? Just the ones you disagreed with. So, I mean, I don't have to follow the rest of them because I've gone through. I can tell that it's the same because of the capitalisations in your letters there, you cheeky bugger. But yeah, we've got that one sorted. Next game that I have on deck for everybody is the Patriots and the Raiders. Not the Patriots, the Patriots and the Raiders. They're playing at Foxborough, because the left side is always the home side here. And I've gone with the Raiders here. I think that there's too much being built on the Patriots' quarterback situation right now. I think the Raiders are quietly decent this year. People have overlooked the changes that Gruden has made. They have one of the top running backs in the league in Josh Jacobs. They will have decent enough wide receivers to win this game. They also have an outstanding tight end that's going to keep getting better and better and better and better. Derek Carr just needs to make his passes, and this should be a win for the Raiders. I think that the Patriots are just getting too much hype right now, and this is a really good down spot for them. So I'm taking the Raiders here in this situation. For the next one for me, I'm going for the Lightning here. This should be enough to put the dagger in the Dallas Stars here. I think they're the better offensive side. Dallas really has defense, and Lightning also has defense, so I think this will be like a 3-1, 4-1 kind of game here, especially when they have the last pick of the rotations. Don't really need to go too in-depth on that because the reason why I picked the Lightning last time is pretty much the same why I picked them this time. The next pick for me is the Philadelphia Union. I'm taking the home side because what David Beckham's done with Inter Miami right now isn't exactly exciting. They aren't the greatest looking side on paper. They are still struggling to fire across the board, and I feel it's going to be much of the same over and over again there. So after we've gone through that one, we now have to go to the next ice hockey game on the list. This is the Russian KHL. Going for the away side here in Dynamo Moscow. They have a far better offensive setup than what Spartak does, being considered the $2 favourite at the moment, with Spartak being the home side. Spartak are a decent side, but Dynamo is going to be just too much in possession. They're going to be driving it up and down them all day. I think it's going to wear them out by halfway through the second period, and that's when you're going to see Dynamo just push and push and push and put the final knife in the back, and that'll be game over right there. I don't really want to say too much more about that because I feel that's where it's going to end up this game. Next game we have the Saints against the Packers, and after what I saw from the Saints last week in their choke against the Raiders in the Raiders' new stadium, all the penalties, the lack of maturity, the fact that Drew Brees really just can't throw a ball past 12 yards at the moment, and Michael Thomas still being probably a little banged up, and the Packers firing on all cylinders offensively, I think that the Saints are going to struggle here. Unless Alvin Kamara just goes absolutely ham, this is a Packers game to win. Moving on to the next one now, we are looking at Harlequins versus Wasps. This is a very even game, and this is going to be a very tough one for anybody. This is like splitting hairs, this game. I'm taking Harlequins because they're the home side here. Wasps, they don't really have the forward strength that the Harlequins do. This is the first rugby game to feature on Sports Talk. I think Harlequins just going to be too much here for Wasps to maintain for an entire match. Harlequins are a very physical, strong, fast team, where Wasps are more of a... they like to play possession, and if Harlequins can outmuscle them out of that possession role, then Harlequins will win that match. And I don't really feel that Wasps will be able to contend too much into the later stages of the game, so this is a good spot here for Harlequins to pick up the win. My last pick on the board for me between Baltimore and the Kansas City Chiefs in the MVP race, I'm going with the better quarterback here, and that's Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes is an all-round better athlete. I wouldn't say better athlete. Lamar Jackson is definitely quicker than him, but Patrick Mahomes has a better arm, a deeper arm, a more accurate ball. He's got better receivers. He's got quicker receivers. Got a better running game to an extent. Defense is pretty much even from both sides, so unless the Chiefs forget that they've got to force Lamar sideways when he's behind centre, then they're going to have a very long day at the office, I feel. I feel that the Chiefs might not be as dangerous this year as they were last year, but they are still far superior to our friends here in the Baltimore Ravens. So I'm taking the Kansas City Chiefs here, and that is what it is, chat. I've given you my opinion on that match. Gorson's come in here with a pick. BCFH. B is Dortmund, C is Birmingham, F is Wimbledon again, another Wimbledon pick. H, you've gone with Rubble, gone with the Titans, nice one. I like that pick. K, you have gone with the Patriots. I think everybody's just going with the Patriots because they're used to the Patriots winning. The new Patriots team doesn't really do anything for me. They might have gotten a couple of wins already, but just don't see them continuing this momentum. This momentum is going to dry up. People will figure out Cam Newton again now that he's healthy like they always do. It is at home, but I feel that the Raiders actually have an underrated offence, very underrated offence, and they are competitive here. So I think I'm the only one that's not on the Patriots so far. It's just quite interesting. We're looking... Your next pick, you've gone with P. You're another Inter Miami pick. I think I might be keeping the $10 voucher this week, champ. Not really impressed with your picks at the moment. Not overly impressed. Especially on everybody bagging on the Titans. They're a much better side than the Vikings are right now. I can kind of understand not picking the right side in the Spartak Dynamo game because I assume that not many of you are into Russian ice hockey, where I know quite a bit about the KHL and the SHL, so I'm quite happy with the two picks that I have there. But yeah, chat, that's been a very big eye-opener for me with you guys, and you've gone pretty the other direction that I was expecting. I like it. I like having a bit of surprise in everybody's picks. It's not always the same. I do like the fact that quite a few people have actually gone with the Ravens. XXW Ravens. 2 Ravens picks. Jeremy and Ness both went Ravens. I like that pick. It's pretty contrarian to most people. The experts will all be saying Baltimore because they want Baltimore to win, but logically I'm picking the Chiefs because they're the better side overall with a better game plan, and they've controlled the Ravens before with Lamar Jackson, so I feel it's going to be much of the same here. I mean, you are talking about a side that does have quite strong offensive line, and Travis Kelce is he's a stud tight end, where Mark Andrews is also a stud tight end, but he's nowhere near the athleticism that Kelce has. He's a bit more versatile in the way it can be used. The Ravens will be relying a lot on their pass rush, but I just don't see how they're going to get to Patrick Mahomes, especially with the throw power and speed he can put on a ball at the flick of a wrist. I do like the secondary from the Chiefs too much, or maybe a bit too much. I'm valuing them. I do feel that they're going to make our good friend Lamar Jackson struggle, but I feel it's going to be a close game, and I'll give the edge to the visitors. I feel that's where the right play is in that game. It's a pretty split board for me. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 home and 6 away picks for me, which is a bit different to our good friend Atlas, who's gone pretty much the home board the whole way down there, bar Dortmund and Kansas. But I feel that the Chiefs are going to be a little bit too hard for the Ravens to beat here. I think the other interesting game that we're going to have on this board is definitely going to be the Fleetwood Town Wimbledon game, which seems to be pretty even split across the board. 1, 2 Wimbledon, 3 Wimbledon, 4 Wimbledon, 5 Wimbledon. Okay, so it's more Wimbledon, you guys. You guys are liking Wimbledon. Interesting. We'll see how that one plays out. I feel Fleetwood is going to be too good there. They are the better side, and generally the better side wins on the day. We're going to throw this pick and board up for everybody on Instagram too, so you'll be able to get your picks in there. So with your picks in there on Instagram, you are definitely going to have the chance to get the Instagram pickers will be allowed to join in on the giveaway here. I don't want them to see my picks when I put them up there, because I don't want to influence people's decisions. That said, guys and girls, that's the end of the Thursday Throwdown today. Sorry that it was a bit quick. I was at the doctor's with a bung leg today. I would have liked to have been here a bit longer to talk a bit longer, because the games I picked were rather interesting. But unfortunately, I don't have the time today. I need to get what I've done and get it spread out across the channels there, so everybody can get involved on the pick'ems over the weekend. But yeah, with that said, chat, peace out. Hey everybody, my name's The Fade. Thanks for tuning into this YouTube video. I stream weekly on Twitch at twitch.tv/TheFade with a 4 and a 3. Weekdays Monday to Friday, 9:30am to 5pm CET. Be sure to drop by the stream and give it a look.